Yeah, to a degree. Thought we were fine first half. Looked the more threatening in terms of getting into that final third, but lacked a little bit of quality. And then in probably the first period of the second half, lacked a little bit of aggression and intensity, and they stepped up a little bit, went two up top, went even more direct, caused a few problems. I'm disappointed in terms of, one or two personnel hoping to show me that they should be in the starting 11 and pushing, and it didn't quite happen. But overall, it is what it is. We did what we had to do, and we'll look very, very different come Sunday, and we'll look very, very different come the 18th and the 19th.
Yeah, I mean, Anike, just on this game, first of all, was probably the difference in the end coming on and just adding that extra. I mean, they already had Stockley, but that extra physical oomph up front. Yeah,
and obviously they're up against two young centre-halves who've done brilliantly for us. But it was interesting to see Joe Walsh come on. The first thing he did was smash one of them.
I noticed.
So a little bit more experience, in that middle of the defence might have sort of helped us in that second half a little bit early. But the idea was always to try and get Walshy around 20 minutes. I've been saying that for the last couple of weeks now, and I don't apologise. It's about trying to build up the players and making sure that we don't overload them, and hopefully getting to peak, for the right time. Hopefully that'll be the case. Hopefully there'll be no problems and no issues over the next day or two, and we'll look forward to the game on Sunday.
Just on this game, on keeping going, I imagine you take a little bit of something from the fact you score late on, and frankly probably could have had another late on.
Yeah, no, I think obviously Ops had 2 or 3 chances towards the end, and obviously we got the goal from H. Look, for us, slow as we were, certainly in that first period of the second half, we've had a massive chance in the first half to go 1-0 ahead, and we've had a massive chance to literally equalise within 50 seconds of the second half. So it could have been very, very different, and on a different day I believe it would be different. I'm not going to make too many excuses for the players, but if there was a lot more on the game, I think it would have been a different story tonight. And you never know, we might get opportunity to put it right at some point.
Yeah, it felt a bit like a pre-season game in a way, didn't it? Or a game before a big final, that you're trying out your options, you're giving, I know you don't like the phrase fringe players, but players who haven't maybe had the chance, you're giving them opportunities as well.
Yeah, and it was up to them to sort of take them opportunities, and they probably fell short a little bit tonight, if I'm being honest. For 45 games, the group has been really, really good, and we've been very, very consistent. And we just lacked a little bit of edge tonight, which is, I suppose, not surprising, having had the disappointment of Saturday, but then having the sort of joy of knowing that you've guaranteed players. So these games are difficult. It's easy me sort of standing here saying we should have done this and we should have done that. But I've been in their shoes. I've qualified for playoffs as well when I was as a player, and did it with 2 or 3 games to go, and I know how difficult it can be at times.
And do you think inevitably, I mean, Teo said he didn't, but do you think inevitably some of that is you become a bit protective of yourself in terms of thinking, I want to be playing in those big games?
I'm not sure about well, I can't speak in terms from that in protecting themselves, but just more sometimes, you haven't got that edge to you that you probably need, whether it be, 3 points are available tonight, but 3 points means nothing to us tonight. It was more, I wanted a performance by certain players in the team to really force my hand and make my selection for Sunday, and make my selection for the for the players to be difficult. 1 or 2 maybe give me food for thought, but a couple of us didn't.
Liam, as far as I can see, has not been here tonight. Is that just no need to make him travel just because of injuries? Yeah,
the idea obviously for him is his next game was always to be 90 minutes. We just felt tonight was just too much of a risk, having played Saturday, so he'll be ready and fit and available for Saturday. Hopefully he'll play 90 minutes.
And Anthony coming off, was that precautionary?
Yeah, he's got a bit of a tight glute. He's stiffened up after the game on Saturday. Obviously we've had another journey sort of down here yesterday, and that probably didn't help, but he tried to shake it off at half time. He was a little bit stiff and sore, but it wasn't to be when he made that little bit of a long run in the second half. So again, I'd like to think we've done it properly and haven't sort of give him any chance of doing any more harm.
You sort of hinted that Sunday will look quite different. Are you likely to be pretty close to your playoff team looking at Sunday's game?
Well, you'll find out on Sunday, won't you?
I have to try these things.
Yeah. Good try.
No. But anyway, just looking. I mean, obviously, we shouldn't forget it has been a good season, and particularly a good season away from home. We talked about it. We now know, obviously, we've played all the away games, and to have had the record you have away from home must give you confidence for those playoff games when you know you may go to the stadium and like with 10,000.
Yeah, you never know, and it's one of them where, depending on what Hull do here, at the weekend, as we stand right now at this moment in time, we've got the best away record in the league. So and there's only Hull who can sort of do any damage to that and improve that if they come in and beat Charlton on Sunday. So lads can take credit from that, but we're looking forward to a home game that will map out who we play. Obviously, in that first semi-final, the way it looks at the minute, we could play pretty much everyone, I think, the way it is, because we can finish third, fourth, or fifth. Yeah. So. It's exciting times for everyone, exciting times for the club. We just want to dust ourselves down. The players are going to have a couple of days off now because they've had a tough schedule. I'll see them again Friday, and we'll start preparing for Sunday.
And just finally, the question I asked you earlier on, and fans might not have heard it, at this stage you're not really plussed whether you're home and away, first or second leg?
No, I'm not too fussed, and the reason being, obviously, it's been a little bit different this year, and there hasn't been any fans in there. Yes, we know there is going to be some fans in the games, but it's not going to be capacity as such. Our away record, like I've just touched on, it is the best in the league. So, if we're away second, that won't fear us, and we're just really excited and looking to get them games underway as quick as we possibly can, really.